Hey guys, welcome to another episode of What Remains of Edith Finch. I am excited. Last time we played, actually, we turned into a bunch of animals out of nowhere. It was very weird. And now we are in this random room. I think this is the parents' room. I'm not really sure. I recall it being the parents' room. Yeah, it has some really dragons.
Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon. She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Yeah, it would have been more fun to say, hey, it was killed by a dragon, than, hey, a dragon-shaped slide. That's not as much fun to say.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Wow.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
But shit just keeps getting weirder and weirder. What the hell? Mole men? Dragons? What?
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Whoop. I don't think I was supposed to, like... Can I do that again? Because I feel like I didn't get something.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife.
Okay, so we had some technical difficulties and I had to readjust my camera because it was being a pain in my butt and just would not stay where it was supposed to be. So we're gonna try a different method. There we go. All right, back to what we were doing.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
So I'm playing as Calvin. Am I playing as Sam now or Calvin or? I'm very confused. Oh, okay, I get it.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
I foresee bad things coming.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Or maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here.
Wow,
But I doubt
I'm
it.
going like really high.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
Am I about to jump off of this thing?
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, I have a feeling that the tree's about to snap. Holy crap.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So, Calvin died because he was swinging too high and flew off the swing into rock-infested water.
I thought this was supposed to be competitive, was it? 13 rounds.
Okay, so that's odd. Remember, kids, you know. So
I can respect that.
we've now discovered the death of
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That's a normal response. Huh. Now what? What is this? Oops. Whoops. All right. What kind of people are these? Like, they're freaking hidden secret rooms in...
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
So now I'm back here again.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
It's Barbara's room.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay. Let us discover where this orange cord is coming from.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
I don't take solace in realizing that there is a extension cord. Oh, I was already over here. Back into the hole, I guess. Little bitty secret wine cellar, I guess.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I have a sister named Barbara. Okay, so the secret tunnel took me to a trunk. Okay. What is it about Barbara that's gonna help us discover what the hell happened to all the Finch people? The Finchmen. Haha. Anything?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Wow.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Well, now we know how to get the
20
key out.
minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Really? You're playing the Halloween theme song for this? Really? Oh, jeez. I'm gonna get hit with so many copyright claims.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Okay.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Ew. There's the table saw that Daddy was using. Whack it! Whack it! Alright, he woman. Damn. Well, I mean not to piss her off.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find
You
your
just whacked the
screen.
shit out of him with a
I'm
crutch.
not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
Again with the Halloween theme. God. Okay. This is odd.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
How do I get out of here? Do I go through the window?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
I think I just killed a man. Stop. Sorry, my cat's going psycho. Wait, where'd he go? What the hell?
The hookman had vanished. She listened
How
for
did he
his
go?
breathing, but all she heard was... Something at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
realize it was my fault.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was...
Okay, this has to be faked because, like, what? No.
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
If any of you ever watched an old show, called Tales from the Crypt. That's what this...
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Tales from the Crypt is kind of like an older show. I used to watch it with my mom and my dad when I was younger, and it was like a lot of horror type, like, short stories. That's what that reminds me of, because the host of the show was this skeletal framed creepy stalker like dude that just tried to scare the piss out of young kids. Okay, so well, now we know what happened to Barbara Finch, sort of, kind of, not really, but now what do we do? She had a little bitty room. Okay, let's, I guess, go get the key to the basement, I guess.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, so I guess we have to go downstairs, because I think it was downstairs, wasn't it? In like this little hallway thing down here. Downstairs. Oh, look, a pool table. And more boxes. This seems very 1950s ominous. Ominous. Wow. I'm mixing with ominous. Oh, God. Oh, hey, look, table sauce. My husband has one of those. Scared to death of him using them. He's gonna cut his hands off one day. pieces. What was Daddy do?
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
What was Daddy Dear? Oh, that must be the model for the dragon slide that he was building. Okay.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Packages. What kind of packages? What was old...
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
What was old Spinny Boy doing?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Really? Another one? This time it's in a refrigerator? Oh, this is creepy.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
It's like a... Ugh. Pea soup. Ugh. It kind of looks like a...
If there's a pattern in all these stories...
storage shelter. Like a bomb shelter type thing.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
There's a shower there.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
This is really weird.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost
Now it
friendly.
says it's 1976. It was 1968 a minute ago.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
Now it's 2005.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
Okay.
I have to leave while I still can.
Who is this? Is this Walter? That is a lot of grape jelly. That is a lot of grape jelly.
I know it's out there somewhere.
Albinos. Wow. Okay.
Whatever killed Barbara
Yeah, this must be Walter.
and Molly.
Because they said that Walter took it like really hard when Barbara died.
And Calvin.
So whatever it is, I've been hiding down here.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Yeah, and it's probably gone. Now there's a railroad?
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
I would too after spending 30 years eating peaches.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week.
Wow.
I'd be happy with one new day.
Okay, let's take a second and just appreciate how pretty this is. For real, this is so pretty. Wow. Looks like something straight out of the Amazon.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
I got hit by a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So Uncle Walter died by a train. You got hit by a train. That's... wow. What kind of spices does he have? He has pepper. Sweet. Okay.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
What's this? Ugh. That's funny. Alright, well, let's... whoops, no, open. Let's see if we can figure out where Uncle Walter went. Cracking the curse. Surviving death. Exorcism. Psychic self. Protection. He's got some interesting books on that shelf.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Let's see, what else do we got on these shelves? Warding away spirits. Train modeling. Echoes from afar. The Finch curse. Wow, there's a book on my family. Sweet.
I have 7 torture and kills.
Alright.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
What else didn't she tell us?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Right? That's what I'm saying. What the hell?
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Okay, we'll get to that, but really? That's disgusting. Okay.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Where did I go? Which way do I go? That way.
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe 2.
Maybe 2?
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
2? Do I have a sibling?
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Holy crow. It's freaking awesome.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
No, because I'm thoroughly intrigued as to what happened. I don't want to die. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Am I pregnant? Is that where the second Finch comes in? It's the kind of thing you say to you say to a child is, I want you to know about your family.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
This is ominous.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Where am I supposed to be going? I guess up there? Guess I go up this way. Alright. Well, I guess we're going this way. Shoot. That is a big house. Although I have to say, like, I'd be really terrified of living on a house, like living in a house that was built on stilts, that leans to the side, on a mountain or a cliff over the ocean. I'm not entirely sure I'd be comfortable with this.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Yeah, this house looks like nothing but imagination. I mean, look at that. Seriously, like, look at that. That is just one hell of a view right there. Now, I mean, me personally, I'm absolutely terrified of the ocean. I don't like the ocean. I like to look at it. It's very pretty. I like to dip my toes in it every now and then, but to actually be in the ocean, I'm not okay with that. But this is just a gorgeous view. To be able to wake up every morning and have the sun coming in your windows, that's reflecting off of the ocean water, and to smell that Gulf breeze. That's just amazing. That just looks so pretty. I'd love to get a house on a beach or something.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That's a really good damn question. Sounds like some Sims bullcrap I'd pull. Actually, my sister did that once. She wanted a cemetery, and at that point in time, like in the version of The Sims that we were playing, like we couldn't actually build a cemetery, so she started like randomly murdering all of her Sims. She drowned some of them. She made some of them cook when they had no cooking skills, so the house caught fire. Just so she could have a cemetery, so she could have a haunted house. Did my sister write this game? So pretty, though. So
It's
pretty.
embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
I'm not okay with pet cemeteries. I've seen I've read some Stephen Kings. I'm not okay with pet cemeteries.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy, burpy, chirpy, furpy, thurpy, zerpy. What the hell? What kind of names are those?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
That's pretty, though. I do like how like each of the headstones has what resembled them the most. There's the rocks, like what resembled like how they died. Like there's the rocks from when Walter was underground, and there's... Oh, look, if you look really close, you can actually see a little person. Cool. That's cool.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Grandma Edie's got some separation issues, doesn't she?
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
But the house?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
It's the old house. Okay. Wait, was I done? No, apparently I'm done with that. Okay. I love this monument. That's awesome. You're just standing on top of a sinking house. It's fantastic.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Huh. It's another part of the cemetery.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
What in the world is that? Okay. Oh, Milton.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Huh.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Well, I mean, that... I can't say that I really agree with, like, hiding all of these secrets for so long, but as a child, a lot of this stuff is gonna be kind of hard to believe. So coming back to it as an adult it's smarter, you know, because then you can differentiate the bullshit from the real stuff. Then again, this game is pretty creepy. Like, in that really weird,
but looking back on it now,
creepy.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I knew it. Do I get to go up here now? Oh, I get to climb up here now. Sweet. Oh.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Are we about to find out what happened to Sam?
They were both pretty intense.
It's a neat picture.
Dawn, I promise. you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
I love that, like, every time you get to the point where you start to find out what's gonna like what happened to him, you get to actually interact with.
We'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
You get to interact through like the
I'm gonna
pictures
take
and
some
stuff.
pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Here is Daddy Dearest.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still, us.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Where is Daddy?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
There he is.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Nope.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
It's pretty cool. It's like a
Let's see.
it's like a long exposure camera.
Maybe. Was it?
What? No.
Could have been.
Oh, that's odd thing to find out in the middle of nowhere. I'm just snapping pictures now of just everything I find. I have no idea what this was doing. Socks.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Looky, looky, what I found.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Okay. What am I supposed to be taking a picture of? Oh, baby. A little girl getting ready to shoot. Look. We're like really far up, aren't we? What the heck is Dawn at? There she is.
Dad, I...
That's a good shot.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Where's the button? Oh, there it is.
Keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
Beautiful
Great shot,
animal, though.
Dawn.
Wow. Okay.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Poor thing.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
What is happening?
Hang on, kiddo. Just trying to get a shot of the two of us together.
Oh.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think of...
Dad!
Okay. So that's kind of a strange way to go. I mean, photographed your own death. Okay.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I feel like that's going to take us to the next area.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
The heck did they do? Friggin' the hell? Is that a skunk? It's a no, it's a squirrel. Okay. They what's it called? They stuffed the cat. What the heck? Taxidermied the cat.
Wait, I want to see the thing on the wall.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera.
It's an awesome
I guess
picture.
we're all afraid of something.
Awesome picture. What's behind door number 1? Odd.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
That skylight's so pretty. I can't get over how gorgeous this game is. Okay, I think on that note, before we get into what looks like is going to be depressing because a baby's dying, we're going to stop this here. We will pick this up in the next episode. So yeah, we've discovered how, what was it, like 5 or 6 more of the Finches have died, and apparently we're talking to an unborn child, so I am really excited to see what happens next. I hope that you guys are too. So I hope that you will like and subscribe to this video and share it with your friends, and come back and join us next time.